I know a lot of us have been following the news with Britney Spears. I don't know if you have this testimony that she gave around her conservatorship. And, you know, when I watched the Britney Spears documentary, one of the first things I thought about was your essay. Not because, you know, you and Britney are in the same position, but, you know, these ideas of, you know, women who have to deal with having their photo taken, paparazzi, and then these sort of media narratives that spring up around, famous young women. And, you know, I'm just curious, you know, whether or not you also see some threads of connection there, and whether you think that, you know, as a society, are we getting any better at this? Like, are we understanding how to engage with famous women in a less toxic way, do you think?
Oh, well, it's very funny that you say that. Actually, one of my essays in the book deals directly with Britney Spears. So I'm really excited to sort of people be able to read that. But absolutely, her story has always been interesting to me. The Free Britney movement, sort of even before the documentary, was really interesting to me because, you know, she was the ultimate sort of sacrifice, like commodified woman and really girl. And, you know, I think her story is an example of how we are all responsible, including, and I'll include myself in that, anyone who ingests media the way that we do, for sort of taking out the, her ability to be able to control the narrative. So I think that in some ways we have gotten better. I don't think that, you know, it would now be okay to photograph, you know, under a woman's dress or something like that in the way that we used to. That being said, I actually think it's gotten worse when it comes to women overall. I think that we have taken away the control that women used to have. I mean, revenge porn is a perfect example of that. Any female politician is terrified that, you know, nudes that she sent to a former boyfriend will be used against her. And I think that that is really terrifying. I do think that women have less control in that capacity. The internet is an amazing place in many ways. And in some ways, it's granted me a lot of control and authority. I think that as much as people look down on Instagram and social media, it's amazing that you're able to curate your own image. It gives, for example, models in the 90s never had that opportunity. Everything that every photograph, every interview they did was controlled by the media posts themselves. But that being said, it's a double-edged sword.